Good morning. I'm missing a little sugar there, but I think I'll survive. I'm obviously not sweet enough. That window, it's a cat window. Nose prints everywhere, everywhere. And the outside, it doesn't matter how much I clean it. It's too close to the ground. It's good I never, see this directly. I gotta clean the nose prints. The nose prints have to go, but how do I keep the spray from the tree and the ground? I mean, this window is going to get uncleanable after a while. I mean, it's winter. Oh, well. I never notice it the rest of the time, so. So I have, yesterday, by the end of the night, I had finished all of my classes, all my lesson plans. All right, so we're ready for the next week, the last week, so that's cool. I mean, everything's cut down, cut back, so it should be. But now I'm looking at the next term. And I have to get that ready. But there's, a lot of time over Christmas. So I'm not going to worry about the term plan for next term just yet. It's the Christmas cards. It's the Christmas cards that I have to work on now. So that's today's biggest project, is getting the Christmas cards for overseas ready. So all my relatives, there aren't that many anymore. But it's the chatting with people in another language when you haven't seen them in 35, 40 years. So, So you say, why do you send Christmas cards? I don't know. What is the point of sending Christmas cards? Well, letting people know that you still remember them and have fond memories. Which I do, but they're fading. And it would be one thing if I were going to come and visit them, but I'm not. I can't afford it. And, I don't know. You may know, I don't know. I was just listening to the radio, and there was a man being interviewed. He's an American oncologist. And he is of the opinion that we really shouldn't live longer than maybe about 75 years. He says past that, it's just, the body's not getting any better. Now, he's not in any way unhealthy, or he doesn't have a terminal illness, but he just hopes that he dies on his 75th birthday or something like that. I mean, this is just what I got from a few snippets of things that I started listening to, and by that time, I'd missed some. But yeah, this doctor he says from his experience, people he says people think retirement when you're older is going to be fun. And he says our lifestyle is, geared towards that. And he says it's unrealistic. Basically, that most people past 75 aren't terribly... See, this is where I didn't hear enough. And I obviously didn't hear his name. Otherwise, I would have looked him up and seen what he said. But what do you think about that? He says we have a lifestyle where people just want to keep living forever. But that is not realistic, because living forever doesn't mean living healthily, and that you're going to feel worse and worse as the days go on. Basically, that's what he was saying. Now that sounds depressing, and I know, many older people, I have known older people who were quite happy with their lives. However, my mother-in-law at 92 or 91 was not a happy woman. I mean, she reacted and she was, fine in social situations, but she was not happy with her own body and the condition that it was in. Aging was trundling along, and she wasn't feeling good. And she could feel herself dying, basically. And she passed away in her sleep, so there was nothing terrible about the end for her. But her last few years were not happy. Now, up until then, she was pretty happy. So I don't think 75 would be a realistic age to. But it's different with everyone, right? How old do you want to get? I mean, my life as it is, I have one little ailment after another, but it doesn't make life not worth living, okay? What if your ailments get to be so bad that life isn't worth living? I don't know. I've never felt that way. I've had horrible, terrible, awful ailments and have never felt that life wasn't worth living. So don't you try anything, because I want to live. So I'm one of those people who wants to live forever until the light goes out. I'm not this guy. At least not at this point. What do you think? Weird conversation for a Sunday morning. -6 or 7 out there. Bright and sunny. But now it's that crisp cold. So I don't mind that. No snow, crisp cold. I'm cool with it. Tough for you.